It was great. Emory, I told him I don't have a drill for that. He kind of made me look back. That one leg, it kind of kicked out to the side a little bit. But we had talked about him getting close to the end zone and not scoring. And if y'all remember, we threw the bubble earlier, and the guy tackled him by 1 foot and almost got. So when he got to the sideline, he got an earful. And he said he was not going to hear that again. So he found a way. But Jay did a nice job on the perimeter blocking, and then he finished it. But, you look at that, Jay probably played 5 or 6 plays, but that one play made a big difference in our team. And that's how it is in this offense. When you get your opportunity, you get your chance, and you know your role, that gives you a chance to be successful. And they're also unselfish. It really helps.
No question. But it is every week. No more so than normal weeks. As a group, individually, I let the guys kind of watch and see what each individual problem is, and so we can fix it. But like for Mike, that's the first time he's put the ball on the ground since he's been here. Mm-hmm. So it's not a chronic problem, but we want to make sure we nip it in the bud. He was elevated off his feet, vulnerable, exposed to the defense, and that's his issue. But he naturally has good ball security, so we're just going to improve on that.
Is there something special you're supposed to do when he's elevated, or you just don't want him to be elevated?
No, I like for him to stay on the ground, keep both feet on the ground. He's working everywhere, just like he always does. He always has a little role out on the perimeter for us, and then that tailback. It's just a matter of health for him. Get him back 100% so he can get some confidence back, and hopefully we can get him in the game this week and get him going and get him in the flow, and so he can get some of his confidence back, and as well as we can get it back in him.
Yeah, I need to send Coach Spurrier a check, I believe. No, honestly, I was just telling Philip this. Normally when I watch a game in person and then I come back and watch it on tape, if I thought we didn't play very good, it's usually not quite as bad as I thought. If I thought we played really well, it's usually not quite as good as I thought. It's usually somewhere in between. But the last 2 weeks have been the opposite of that. Seeing the Clemson game in person, I knew we didn't play real well, but when I watched it on film, it was even worse than I thought. The South Carolina game, I knew we did a good job, or we wouldn't have been able to do some of the things that we did, but when I went back and really looked at it in detail and saw how hard the guys actually played and how physical they were, I was even more impressed. So really, really pleased with their effort, and the challenge to them now is, can we go out and build on that and do it again, rather than it being a momentary when guys are competing for a starting job and then they don't get it, typically will go in one of 2 directions. They'll either go downhill because their focus wanes, or they lose motivation, or they're driven to do even better. And in some cases it helps them get better because the pressure's off a little bit. And I think both of those things happened with him. The pressure was off, and he had an opportunity to just focus on improving as a player. And he was hungry. He wasn't just going to sit back there and take it. He focused on getting better every day. And so really what he's done the last couple of weeks have prepared him for this opportunity. It wasn't just that he did a great job last week in practice. He did, but it was a culmination of what he's done for a while.